When God begins to move in your life, the first thing He does is not give you everything at once. He shifts the atmosphere around you. You begin to feel something changing deep inside, even before you can see it. You start to sense that what once felt slow is about to speed up. The doors that seemed sealed shut start to feel lighter. The conversations that used to drain you no longer have a hold on you. That is not coincidence. That is acceleration in motion. You are not waiting for time to catch up with you. Time is waiting for you to align with what God has already spoken over your life. There are moments in life when you feel stuck, like nothing you do seems to move forward. You pray, you push, you persist, yet everything stands still. That's not stagnation, that's construction. God has been building the foundation beneath the surface. You couldn't see it, but it was happening. The delay was divine because you were not ready for the speed that's coming. A fast blessing given too early can destroy what patience was meant to prepare. God slowed things down to strengthen your roots, so when the wind of opportunity starts blowing, you won't be blown away by success. You might not realize it, but you've been in a season of refinement. The challenges that frustrated you were not roadblocks. They were weights designed to build your strength. God was teaching you how to handle more responsibility, more favor, more influence. Because acceleration without preparation leads to collapse, the silence you experienced was God's way of training you to hear His whisper above the world's noise. You were learning how to trust divine timing, not your own clock. When acceleration begins, it often looks like chaos. Things start falling apart, people start leaving, and routines start breaking. But that's because God can't move you forward while you're clinging to what's behind. He's clearing your path, not punishing your patience. You may have thought certain relationships, jobs, or situations were necessary, but God knew they were only temporary. He had to remove what was slowing you down, even if it hurt. You prayed for progress, and progress sometimes arrives disguised as loss. You are entering a season where small steps will produce massive results, where what took years before will take months now, where favor will locate you faster than fear can find you. Don't be surprised when doors open suddenly, when opportunities appear out of nowhere, when you meet people who seem sent by heaven itself. That's what divine acceleration feels like. It's unpredictable, undeniable, unstoppable. You will look back and realize that the years of waiting were not wasted. They were the cocoon years, where God was transforming your struggle into strength and your patience into power. When God decides it's your time, nothing can delay it. No person, no obstacle, no system, no enemy can stand in the way of His plan. He doesn't need your resume. He needs your readiness. He doesn't ask for your perfection. He asks for your persistence. The moment you stop fighting against the flow and start trusting His timing, the wind of acceleration begins to push you. Suddenly, the things you were chasing start chasing you. The opportunities you prayed for start calling your name. It's not luck, it's divine alignment. This acceleration isn't about speed alone, it's about purpose. God is moving you quickly because He has something for you to do. You're being positioned for impact. The influence, resources, and doors that are opening aren't just for your comfort, but for your calling. He's not blessing you just so you can say you're blessed. He's blessing you so you can become a blessing. You're being elevated so you can lift others. You're being accelerated so you can fulfill your assignment faster. But remember, acceleration demands focus. You can't move fast while looking back. You can't step into the new while clinging to the old. This is the moment to release your doubts, silence your fears, and anchor your faith. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are exactly where God needs you to be for what's about to unfold. Don't compare your timing with someone else's. God is not on a schedule. He's on a strategy. Your timeline is tailor-made for your destiny. You will know acceleration has begun when everything that once resisted you starts working in your favor. The same people who doubted you will start to notice you. The same places that once rejected you will make room for you. The same path that seemed blocked will become a highway for your purpose. God's timing doesn't just bring opportunity, it brings transformation. And when He says it's time, you won't have to force anything, it will flow naturally. So if you are hearing this before October 5, take it as a divine signal. The waiting season is ending. The movement is beginning.
The speed you're about to experience isn't man-made, it's God-ordained. Don't panic, don't rush, just stay in position. Keep your faith steady, your heart open, and your eyes forward. What's coming will not require you to chase, it will find you. You are stepping into divine acceleration, and when God accelerates you, what took others 10 years will take you one. What felt impossible will suddenly be in reach. What you've been praying for is already in motion. Get ready, the slow season was necessary, but the speed season has begun. And when God says move, the universe rearranges itself to make a way for you. This is your time. This is your moment. This is your divine acceleration, unstoppable, undeniable, and perfectly timed by God Himself. When God begins to help you rise, the first sign isn't always addition, it's subtraction. You start to notice people drifting away, relationships fading, connections breaking, and situations that once made sense suddenly collapsing. At first, it feels painful, confusing, and even unfair. You question why people who were once close to you suddenly seem distant. You wonder why certain doors that once opened easily now seem locked. But what you must understand is that divine separation is a sign of divine elevation. When God is about to promote you, He starts pruning you. He removes the people and things that cannot grow with you into your next chapter. The truth is, not everyone who starts with you is meant to finish with you. Some people were only assigned to a season, not your lifetime. Their purpose in your story has already been fulfilled. But if you try to hold on to them longer than God intended, they will begin to drain you instead of develop you. When people walk away, don't chase them, thank them. Because sometimes their exit is the greatest expression of God's protection. He heard conversations you didn't, saw actions you couldn't, and knew hearts you wouldn't have recognized. He removed them before they could sabotage your destiny. You see, elevation demands separation. God can't take you higher while you're tied down by people who don't believe in you, environments that limit you, or habits that weaken you. Before He blesses you, He cleanses your circle. He takes away your crutches so you learn to stand. It's not punishment, it's preparation. The loneliness you feel in this season isn't a sign that you've been abandoned, it's proof that you're being positioned. God is pulling you out of noise and distraction so you can hear His direction clearly. You're not losing people, you're losing limits. Every person in your life carries an influence. They either pull you closer to your purpose or further from it. When God is ready to lift you, He'll start removing the ones who pull you backward. Some people can't go where you're going because they're comfortable where you've been. They were good for your past, but they can't handle your potential. They see you as who you were, not who you're becoming. And when God reveals the next version of you, some will misunderstand, some will criticize, and some will walk away, and that's okay. You are not meant to explain divine transformation to those who haven't experienced it. Stop mourning the relationships that ended, because sometimes rejection is simply redirection. That friend who stopped calling, that job that ended, that opportunity that slipped away, they were all part of the plan. The pain you feel is temporary, but the purpose behind it is eternal. God is making space for what's greater. The pruning season is never comfortable, but it's always necessary. Before a tree produces fruit, it must be trimmed. Before a diamond shines, it must be cut. Before gold is pure, it must go through fire. And before you rise, you must release. You can't carry everyone into your promised land. Even Jesus, when He performed miracles, often sent people away or went alone. He knew that divine power requires divine privacy. You don't need a crowd, you need clarity. You don't need approval, you need alignment. The next phase of your life will require stronger faith, deeper focus, and fewer distractions. Some people around you love the old you, the version that was quiet, uncertain, and easy to please. But God is raising the bold you, the confident you, the purposeful you, and not everyone will celebrate that. Don't dim your light to make others comfortable. If you're noticing shifts in relationships right now, take heart. That's not rejection, that's redirection. That's not loss, that's launch. God is clearing the runway for your takeoff. He's not letting anyone sit in a seat that doesn't belong to them. You might feel like people are leaving you, but truthfully, God is leading you away from them. The next level of your destiny requires a lighter load. You can't fly carrying everyone and everything from your past. When you finally release what's gone, something amazing happens, peace returns. You begin to realize that those who left didn't break you, they built you. Their absence taught you independence. Their silence taught you how to listen to yourself. Their betrayal taught you discernment. Every ending has been an education. And when you step into your next chapter, you'll do so with stronger boundaries, sharper wisdom, and deeper faith. So if this message has reached you before October 5, take this as confirmation the separation season is not a setback, it's a setup. The space that people left behind is not emptiness, it's sacred room for what's coming next. God is making room for divine connections, true friends, new opportunities, and blessings too heavy for your old circle to carry. Don't look back. Don't hold on to what's fading. Keep your eyes forward and your faith firm. The people who left made space for the ones who will love, support, and celebrate you without conditions. You are not being punished, you are being positioned. And when God finishes rearranging the people around you, you'll realize that everyone who remains is meant to walk with you into greatness. This is not the end. It's the pruning before the blooming, the quiet before the breakthrough. Trust it, because this time, the people in your life won't just be present, they'll have purpose. When God is about to help you, life doesn't always get easier first, it often gets harder. You begin to face storms that seem stronger, challenges that seem heavier, and situations that seem impossible. But those storms aren't meant to destroy you. They're meant to reveal what's inside you. The storm is never sent to drown you, it's sent to develop you. You see, anyone can praise when the sun is shining, but it takes real faith to trust when the sky turns dark. The storm is God's classroom, and your pain is the lesson plan. He allows the winds to blow not to break you, but to build you. The reason you faced those difficult moments was not because you were forgotten, but because you were chosen. The battle you're fighting is evidence that something powerful is about to be birthed through you. The closer you are to breakthrough, the stronger the resistance becomes. Every tear you cried, every night you felt alone, every disappointment you endured, it all carried purpose. The storm was proof of your calling. God knew you couldn't be average, so He allowed you to be tested in ways others weren't. The fire you walked through didn't burn you, it refined you. The storm you survived didn't stop you, it strengthened you. When the storm hit, you probably prayed for it to end, but God knew the storm wasn't sent to stop you, it was sent to prepare you. It taught you resilience, patience, and endurance. It taught you how to depend on Him completely, not on people, money, or comfort. The storm stripped away your false sense of control and reminded you that real power comes from surrender. You learned how to find peace in chaos, how to trust when you couldn't trace Him, and how to stand firm when everything around you was shaking. Those lessons are priceless because they built a faith that cannot be shaken. The storm was also sent to separate you from things that couldn't survive your next season. Some relationships ended not because you did anything wrong, but because they weren't meant to go with you. Some doors closed not to punish you, but to redirect you. Sometimes God lets the storm come to expose what was never stable in the first place. When the winds blew, it revealed who was truly with you, what really mattered, and where your real strength came from. You discovered that even when people left, God remained. Even when plans failed, His purpose prevailed. You must understand this. Storms are signs that heaven is moving. The enemy doesn't attack what isn't a threat. If you're under heavy pressure right now, it's because you carry heavy purpose. The storm you're facing is a sign that the enemy knows what's coming your breakthrough, your restoration, your rise. He's trying to shake your faith because he knows your faith is your weapon. But here's the truth: what's built on God can't be broken by storms. The waves may crash, but they can't sink a ship that has God as its captain. Look back at your life for a moment. You've survived things that should have crushed you. You made it through pain that would have destroyed others. You're still standing, not because you're lucky, but because you're chosen. Every storm has shaped you into someone stronger, wiser, and braver. You've learned how to pray deeper, love harder, and rise faster. You've learned that storms don't last forever, but they always leave you better than before. The next time the winds blow, don't panic, praise. Don't run from the storm, stand in it knowing that it's working for you. The same God who allowed the storm will also speak peace, be still, when the time is right. The same waters that tried to drown you will become the very path you walk on. Every storm ends, and when it does, you'll come out not the same but transformed. Stronger in faith, sharper in vision, and more confident in who you are and whose you are. So if this message has reached you before October 5, take it as divine confirmation. Your storm season is coming to an end. The clouds are beginning to part. The rain that once fell as pain is about to fall as blessing. You've been tested, but now you're being trusted. God saw your endurance, He heard your prayers, and He's about to reward your perseverance. The very storm that scared you will soon become the story that strengthens others. Every drop of rain carried a message: hold on, I'm still with you. Every thunderclap was a reminder, I'm still in control. And now, as the skies clear, you'll see what the storm was preparing you for. A new beginning, a brighter horizon, a season of restoration. You didn't just survive, you were shaped. You didn't just endure, you evolved. And now, when the next storm tries to rise, you'll smile, because you'll know that storms don't come to end you, they come to elevate you. God is saying to you now, I allowed the storm so you could see that even in chaos, I am your calm. Even in darkness, I am your light. Even in loss, I am your gain. The storm didn't destroy you because it couldn't. You were built for this. You're walking proof that storms don't define you, they refine you. And the fact that you're still here means one thing: the storm is over, and the blessing is about to begin. When God is about to help you, one of the clearest signs is that your faith starts being tested like never before. The moments when you feel like nothing is working, when prayers seem unanswered, and when hope feels distant, those are not moments of abandonment. They are moments of divine examination. God is not ignoring you, He's observing you. He's watching to see if you will still believe when there's no evidence, if you will still speak faith when your circumstances scream fear. Because before every great blessing comes a great test, and before every open door comes a closed one that challenges your patience. You see, faith isn't proven in comfort, it's proven in pressure. Anybody can praise when everything is going well, but true faith is when you can worship through your worry. True faith is when you can look at a situation that makes no sense and still say, God, I trust you. It's when your bank account is empty, but your heart still says, provision is coming. It's when the doctor says no, but your spirit whispers, God still can. Those moments of uncertainty are not the end of your story. They are the foundation of your testimony. The struggle is the evidence that something powerful is being formed inside you. Faith grows in the soil of difficulty. When God is about to bless you, He'll allow your faith to be stretched. He'll put you in situations where logic fails, where your plans fall apart, and where you have no choice but to lean on Him. It's not cruelty, it's construction. God is building your faith to be unshakable,
because the level of blessing you're stepping into requires a level of belief that can't be broken. He's not trying to see you fall, he's training you to fly. The pressure you feel is not punishment, it's preparation for promise. Think about it. Diamonds are formed under extreme pressure, gold is refined in fire, and faith is perfected in trials. If you didn't face anything, your faith would remain small and fragile. But through every test, every tear, every challenge, your trust in God has been deepening. You've learned how to depend on His timing, not your impatience. You've learned how to wait with peace instead of worry. And you've discovered that sometimes the silence of God is not the absence of God, it's the setup for a miracle. The truth is, faith is not about getting everything you want. It's about believing even when you don't. It's about trusting that God's plan is better than your plan, even when you can't see it. Sometimes God delays the answer not to frustrate you, but to fortify you. He wants to see if you can hold your faith long enough for the blessing to arrive. And when you pass that test, the reward is always greater than what you expected. Because the longer the wait, the bigger the wave of blessings that follows. There were moments you almost gave up, moments you felt like God forgot your name. But He didn't. In those silent moments, He was working behind the scenes, rearranging circumstances, moving people, preparing opportunities, aligning the timing. Faith means trusting that what's invisible is more powerful than what's visible. Even when you can't trace His hand, you can trust His heart. Every unanswered prayer was not rejection, it was redirection. Every delay wasn't denial, it was development. When you stay faithful through the fire, you show heaven that you're ready for the blessing. You show that you can handle what's coming. Because blessings without faith can break you, but blessings built on faith will sustain you. That's why your tests were so intense. God was fortifying your foundation. The higher He plans to take you, the deeper He has to build your roots. And now, because you didn't quit, because you didn't let fear win, because you held on even when it hurt, you're about to step into a reward season that's overflowing. God saw every tear, every late night prayer, every day you pushed through when you wanted to stop. None of it was wasted. Your faith moved heaven even when you didn't feel it. Angels were dispatched when you spoke words of belief. Doors began shifting when you chose to stand instead of crumble. You may not have seen it yet, but the reward is already in motion. You're about to realize that what you thought was a test was actually a transition, a divine setup for manifestation. So if this message has reached you before October 5, take it as a prophetic sign. Your faith has been noticed. Your perseverance has been recorded. Your patience has been preparing something powerful. You are standing on the edge of answered prayers. The wait wasn't wasted. The silence wasn't empty. The struggle wasn't pointless. It was all working together to prove that your faith is real, and real faith always receives a real reward. This is the moment where faith turns into fulfillment, where what you believed for in tears you will soon hold in triumph. The tests are ending, the blessing is beginning. Don't stop believing now, you're closer than you've ever been. God is about to reward your faith in ways that will leave you speechless, and everyone who doubted you will see that the one who stood firm in faith was never forgotten. Before every new beginning, God requires transformation. He will never pour a new blessing into an old mindset. You can't step into a new season carrying the same fear, doubt, and hesitation that kept you stuck in the last one. That's why sometimes life feels heavy before it gets better. You're shedding an old version of yourself. The pain you're feeling isn't punishment, it's growth. It's the stretching that happens before expansion. God is calling you to rise higher, and that requires you to release the parts of yourself that no longer serve your purpose. The truth is, many people pray for a new season but want to enter it with the same habits that sabotaged their last one. You can't ask for transformation while clinging to comfort. The next chapter of your life demands a version of you that's bolder, wiser, and more disciplined.
The things that used to define you, the fear of failure, the need for approval, the constant overthinking, can't come with you anymore. God is saying, I can't take you to new heights if you keep holding onto old weights. The version of you that doubted yourself has to die for the version of you that dominates to be born. This is why you've been feeling restless. Your spirit knows you're outgrowing your surroundings. The things that used to excite you no longer satisfy you. The places that once felt comfortable now feel too small. That's not a sign that something is wrong, it's proof that your soul is ready for elevation. You are being prepared for more, and before God gives you more, He strengthens your mindset to sustain it. Because blessings without maturity can become burdens, He's transforming your thinking before He transforms your situation. Transformation begins in the mind. You must stop identifying yourself by your past and start seeing yourself as who you're becoming. You're not the mistakes you made. You're not the pain you endured. You're not the person people used to think you were. You are evolving, healing, and rising. God doesn't see your past. He sees your potential. Every challenge you faced was designed to teach you something, to unlock a strength you didn't know you had. The pain didn't come to define you, it came to refine you. The hurt you experienced wasn't meant to harden your heart. It was meant to sharpen your faith. Before God promotes you, He purifies you. He will remove your attachment to things that distract you. He will expose your weaknesses so He can strengthen them. He will place you in situations that force you to grow. You might not like it, but every uncomfortable situation is shaping you for your next level. When you start losing interest in old habits, old environments, and old conversations, that's your confirmation that transformation is taking place. Don't resist it, embrace it. The discomfort you feel is the signal that God is reshaping you for greatness. Let go of guilt for who you used to be. You did the best you could with what you knew then, but now you know better, and you will do better. Stop apologizing for your growth. Some people won't understand your transformation, and that's okay, they're not supposed to. The version of you that they knew was temporary. You're stepping into a permanent upgrade. Don't shrink back to make others comfortable with your growth. Those who truly belong in your future will celebrate your evolution, not compete with it. Transformation also means adopting a new discipline. You can't expect new results with old routines. If you want to walk in your calling, you must start acting like the person you're praying to become. Wake up earlier, speak life over yourself, protect your peace. Feed your faith more than your fears. The person God is creating you to be doesn't procrastinate, doesn't settle, and doesn't quit. You're not waiting for motivation, you're building momentum. Every small act of consistency is a seed of transformation. So if this message has reached you before October 5, understand this: the old you is expiring. The doubts, the fears, the self-sabotage, the insecurities, they no longer have authority over you. God is rewriting your story and calling you to show up as the person He always knew you were. This next chapter requires confidence, not confusion. It requires faith, not fear. It requires action, not excuses. You've cried enough, questioned enough, and waited long enough. Now it's time to rise and walk into your new identity. The new you will not apologize for dreaming big. The new you will not settle for less. The new you will not hide your light to fit in. You've been through too much to go back now. You are walking out of the shadows of doubt into the spotlight of destiny. This is your rebirth, your spiritual evolution. You are not who you used to be, and you never will be again. The world better get ready, because when God finishes transforming you, you won't just be different, you'll be unstoppable. When God is about to help you, something shifts in the unseen before it appears in the seen. The air around you feels different. You can sense that something powerful is coming, even if you can't describe it. You start to feel this quiet confidence.
This strange peace that doesn't make sense based on your current circumstances. That's because heaven has already begun moving on your behalf. God has released something in the spiritual realm that's about to manifest in your life. You might not see it yet, but it's already in motion. The waiting is not a sign of nothing happening, it's proof that something incredible is being prepared. When God releases a blessing, it doesn't come with chaos, it comes with confirmation. You'll notice how opportunities start finding you instead of you chasing them. The doors that refused to open before will now unlock with ease. People who never noticed you will suddenly recognize your value. The same ideas that once seemed impossible will suddenly have momentum. This is what happens when heaven aligns with your obedience. God doesn't need your hustle, He needs your surrender. Once you stop trying to force things and start trusting His timing, divine release begins to unfold naturally. You have to understand that divine release doesn't happen randomly, it happens when you're ready. God doesn't release blessings into unprepared hands. That's why it took so long. You had to grow, heal, and mature. You had to learn the lessons of patience, discipline, and humility. Now that you've been refined by the process, you can finally carry what you prayed for. You can handle what would have once broken you. That's why this release is different, it's permanent. You won't lose it like you lost temporary blessings in the past, because this one comes with divine protection. When heaven releases something, it's not just one thing, it's a chain reaction. The right people start showing up. Unexpected provision arrives. Situations begin to rearrange themselves in your favor. You'll find yourself in the right place at the right time, saying the right words to the right people. That's not luck, that's divine orchestration. God has already gone before you to prepare the way. He's placing your name in rooms you haven't even entered yet. He's aligning hearts and minds to favor you. Every delay you faced before was to make sure that when the release came, nothing could block it. This season will feel different because you won't have to strive, you'll simply flow. Things will start to make sense. The puzzle pieces that once felt scattered will fit perfectly together. You'll see how every trial had a purpose, how every loss led to alignment, and how every no was actually God's protection. You'll finally understand that His silence wasn't rejection, it was preparation. He was waiting for the perfect moment to release what He had promised. And when He does, it will come suddenly. One moment you'll feel like nothing is happening, and the next you'll see everything fall into place faster than you imagine. This is the season where you'll move from waiting to walking, from hoping to holding, from expectation to manifestation. You'll see the tangible proof that God never forgot you. The tears you cried were watering seeds you didn't even know you had planted. The prayers you whispered in the dark were building momentum in heaven. Now the harvest is ready. You won't have to fight for what's yours. It will find you. Because when God releases something, it carries your name on it. No one else can take it. No one else can block it. No one else can delay it. So if this message has reached you before October 5, take it as confirmation your release has already been written. Heaven has declared it. The angels have been dispatched. The shift has already begun. You may not see the full picture yet, but the pieces are falling into place. You're about to walk into rooms where your presence will be favored, into opportunities that feel tailor-made for you, into blessings that arrive with peace, not pressure. You're about to experience what it means to live in divine flow, where everything begins to align with ease and grace. This is not a coincidence, it's divine timing. The waiting was worth it because what's coming is beyond what you prayed for. You'll soon realize that God was never late. He was simply setting the stage. Every closed door, every delay, every detour was preparing you for this release. The next season of your life will not be one of struggle, but of stability, peace, and overflow. So stand firm, keep your heart open, your faith steady, and your spirit expectant. Because when God releases what belongs to you, it will arrive suddenly, abundantly, and undeniably. Your name is being spoken in blessings right now. Your breakthrough is not approaching, it's already begun. And when it manifests, everyone who doubted you will see that what's meant for you will always find you. The divine release has started, and this time, it's your turn to receive.